Welcome to Nitpicking Nerds, first installment of every commander ever ranked.
In this video, we're going over the 10 worst commanders ever printed.
I'm your host, Joe Cherries.
I'm your host, BZ. That makes us the Nitpicking Nerds, as you may or may not know. But before we begin, please subscribe to our channel, because we're doing this huge project that's got way more episodes to come.
And besides, you want to be a subscriber? Because our subscribers are 10% less likely to appear on the bottom 10 of any list.
Disclaimer, the Nitpicking Nerds cannot guarantee you are not the worst.
If you want to know our criteria for judging commanders, we have an intro video to this series that you should go and watch, because we can't really, in the beginning of every video, tell exactly what we're going over.
Yeah, it took us like 10 minutes to get through that. So go watch the 10-minute video real quick, then you never have to watch it again, and you can just dive into all these other videos. So check that out if you haven't checked it. Right now, quick overview, we're looking at power, fun, artwork, coolness, and uniqueness. Scale of 50 total, 10 points in each category. And these are the absolute worst trash masters of Commander.
Yep, there's no reason to play these commanders.
This is, of all 827 current commanders, these are the bottom 10. So maybe we should get into it. But just know that in future videos, they're going to be way bigger batches.
Yeah,
we just thought it'd be funny to isolate the worst ones, and then we're going to isolate the best ones later.
Yeah, exactly. When we get up to the top 100, I'm sure we're going to do it in increments of 10.
We probably will. So who's the worst possible commander according to our list? Well, that would be none other than...
According to science.
Yeah, according to science. That'd be none other than Tobias Andrian. Now, if you look, you will notice that Tobias scored 0.
This art is terrible. He's not cool.
I don't know what's going on. There's a huge space between his fingers. The art is, there's nothing in the background. Now, we usually grade art. It's like 5 is well drawn, and 10 is like fantastic and speaks to us, and a 0 in this case would be, what am I looking at?
Why is this anything?
I get it. It's more, you could say it's stylized, and some people like this. Art has to be a little subjective. We are absolutely appalled.
Why is his skin the same color as the background?
That's a great question. It's not his skin. It's all of him.
Yes.
His hair and his clothing. It's just like 2 colors, and I get it.
And obviously,
we're over it.
This is obviously 0 power.
Yes.
Obviously, there's nothing. I mean, it's cool. The closest thing is his mustache, but he's just unkempt. So, ugh, he's a gross man.
Unkempt, disgusting. Number 826. I think we might just say the number for every single one of them. Daughter of Autumn. 2 green, 2/4. You can pay a white to redirect a damage dealt to her. Redirect a
damage dealt to a white creature.
To her. Any white creature?
Yeah.
Great.
Okay, so let's start with the powers. I think what we learned from this list.
Oh yeah, you will find this huge theme.
There's a reason that Healing Salve is a bad card. It's the reason it's like the worst of that cycle. Not even close. It doesn't. It's bad.
Yeah, when you start stapling it to like 4-mana 2/4s, and that's your payoff, preventing damage is horrible, and especially on these bottom like 250 that have it.
So
you'll see it a lot.
Let's just
This is ridiculously specific. I really hate this art.
So forget the coolness, forget all that. It's tough to talk about coolness with this card. It's just nothing. She's a fat lady. She's just a fat lady.
There's no lore. She's not interesting. She's holding like a peach or something. I don't care about any of that.
How about her arm? What is going on with that arm?
It looks like it's broken, or like it's 2 different pins on a cardboard wheel or something.
Yeah, like they made it and they like. Boop.
Yeah, like you know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's real bad, aggressively horrible.
She's
Tobias.
Tobias
in his stats, I'd rather have a 5-mana 4/4.
I almost want to make her a -1 for coolness. She's just an old mom. She's
like
so uncool.
On a garden or something.
Like, this is the least cool thing I've ever seen.
Oh, I'm out in the patio. And all these commanders, they're mostly vanillas and garbage, so we're not going to mention the uniqueness for these, because they're all 0s. Zeros for all 10 of these.
Yeah, there's nothing.
They're not unique at all. They're so bad.
Let's be clear. The ability of redirecting or preventing damage is on a million of these things. And you'll see it as you watch these lists. There's a million of them.
Right.
Speaking of a million of them.
That was 826. This is 825. Now we're really climbing into the upper echelons of Garbo.
Why don't you read that?
This is Takahashi. 2 white green for a 2/2. Tap, prevent the next 2 damage that will be dealt to target creature this turn.
Okay.
Any creature. You can prevent damage to your opponent's creatures.
One, it has to untap to use this terrible ability.
It's 4-mana 2/2.
It can only be done once a turn.
First of all, this is explicitly garbage. We don't need to talk about how bad this card is and how it's worth nothing. It's not worth the card at all. I was waffling on whether to give this art like a 2 or a 0, and I ended up giving it a 0 because I don't like it.
I don't like it at all.
When you look at what Magic art cards can do and what Magic art can be, and make you think and feel, and like makes me feel like I should be playing a different game.
You know what? Is a good example. The new art cards. There's so many throwaway arts I'm putting on those art cards. Like First Sliver's Chosen. What? That art's amazing, and it's just a throwaway art.
It's
And then look at this. Look at this. This is a legendary creature. This man is the only one of himself
from Legends, and he just looks like there's nothing interesting about him. I don't want to know more.
He also has a dad bod.
We checked the lore for pretty much all of these, and there's little to nothing on all of these creatures.
All
They're
right.
not
Also,
particularly impressive.
But dad bods aren't cool.
Dad bods are indeed not cool. Put a shirt on. 824. Aurum, Samite Healer. This is the mother of all healing salves. She's a 3-mana 1/3 that literally taps to healing salve.
How about the fact? So this one is
We
like
have big
so.
problems.
This is
It's we know it's a 0.
so
We have big problems with the art.
yeah. Let's go to this art. This is something where it's like I couldn't do it, but it's so poorly done. She looks
Completely two-dimensional.
BZ's description of it looks like a Paper Mario character.
Well, actually, Paper Mario characters have more depth, but she looks like a demented Paper Mario character.
She looks like she got ran over by
Just
a
look at
steamroller.
look at her chest and her body, and like the cloth looks like it's not even there. It looks like there's no skin under there because she's just a 2D cutout. She actually has lore, but we counted lore that makes us go, oh, that's interesting. She's not interesting.
Oh yeah, there's so many. Like you can have a story that doesn't make you interesting.
Absolutely, I think Daughter of Autumn had something too, but no one cares. Nobody is identifying with
It's
Daughter
not even.
of Autumn.
It's not even close to an interesting story. The character's bad. Looks bad.
Absolute
bad.
Right, absolute butt. So I think the next one would be number 823, and that is our boy, Drago. He's a 4/4 for 7 with first strike, and he removes Swamp Walk from creatures if you want to block them.
What did Drago get? Drago has a point. What is his point? This is the first.
Definitely for artwork. 1 point for
Is
art.
it artwork or is it for coolness? Because he looks kind of cool.
No.
Is it artwork?
I'm not getting that coolness. I don't know what you're looking at.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
His skin is made of like little rocks, and that's the same that his horns are made up of. I don't know what this is. He looks like the Thing.
Yeah, the background.
And the background is nothing. It's clouds. Where is he?
Clouds?
Clouds.
He's sitting on top of a mountain.
Is he?
Is he? Let's be clear. First, this thing costs a bajillion mana. This is the worst. This is the worst of the 1-pointers.
Yes.
The actual worst of the worst 1-pointers.
Cards that earn 1 point through all 5 categories.
This text is on like 3 or 4 legends.
There might be a whole cycle of it, honestly, but I'm not about to check.
Creatures with Swamp Walk may be blocked as if they did not have this ability.
They just didn't understand what things should be doing.
That's no value.
Right. 822. Mirhalt El's Dragon. This sounds like a character in a show that doesn't understand nerds. Like The Big Bang Theory would like talk about this because it sounds funny and nerdy.
No, this is what Sheldon would name his Oblivion character.
Yeah, it's like
or if he's playing Elder Scrolls.
Right. It's like I don't need this. He's like an elf. He's 6 mana 4/6. Was one of the worst keywords ever. Rampage 1. Rampage 1, for those who don't know, is each creature that blocks it beyond the first, it has Rampage 1, so he'll get +1/+1. So if you block this guy with 3 creatures, he gets +2/+2. Wow. That's exciting. And you give your opponent a choice.
Rampage is essentially nothing.
It is the worst.
This is a 4/6 for 6. Rampage doesn't matter.
Quite literally, he could have Rampage 100, and that's how bad Rampage is. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, Rampage is real bad. Like Rampage 100, you want to like put like lore on him, and then he can
lure
do
it, and then give him trample because he doesn't have trample.
I guess the only thing you can do with this man is put like lore on him, and it's terrible. It's not even good.
Wow.
It's like, wow.
+1/+1.
Woo! Do.
Yeah. Art's
Meh.
well drawn. It's really derpy though.
It's fine.
I get maximum derp. I think you got a point for art.
I think so too.
No lore on any of these.
I don't even want to
no
look.
uniqueness.
It's just like, oh, these cards are gross.
Yeah, these cards are bad. What is this? 821 we're on now? Yeah, 821. Sir Chandler of Eberron. 6 mana 4/7, which I determined is better than a 6 mana 4/6 with Rampage 1. I'd rather have an extra toughness.
Okay, let's look what this got a point in real quick here.
Sir got 1 point in coolness.
Okay. It's the facial hair.
Yeah, it's definitely the facial hair.
I was gonna say I remember grading this.
He knows what he's doing.
I don't like that his art, he literally looks like he could be part of the background.
He's a drawing on a wall.
Yeah, he looks like he's been frozen in carbonite.
But
there.
not in an interesting way.
Not in an interesting way, in the way of like what does he do? Let's read it. Oh,
He's 6 mana 4/7. We already read it.
oh,
It's real easy to read.
There's no good. The flavor text is booty. What's flavor text? Let's read that flavor
The
text.
flavor text.
I like reading some of these flavor texts.
Remember Sir Chandler? Remember and stand firm. Rallying cry of the militia. Whew. Old cards, baby. Legends All-Stars.
I just want to. This is a little tangent. We're gonna get into how bad a white flavor text is at some point.
Ooh, white flavor text is so generic most of the time.
There is no faith, battlefield, faith.
Fear has no place in faith's battle plan.
And like that's every white.
Every white
text
card.
ever.
Gerard. Of the closed fist, not Capuchin. Don't worry.
Let's be very, very, very clear. I know for sure. I remember grading this one. He only got a point because he has a cool fist on his shield.
Yeah,
that was what I gave him a point for.
It makes me think of The Office when Jim's putting up "Join the Fist" signs. Maybe this was the precursor to Boros. Closed fist. That's basically their whole logo. He's a 6 mana 6/5. Huh. Interesting.
Yep. He's got terrible art. Ugh.
He only got 1 point total and everything.
He also has a weird border. Like there's a border in the art.
Yeah, which makes it look even smaller. Can't see his face. Can't tell if he's...
How can he see out of that helmet? It looks like a bucket.
Looks like he's riding a caterpillar because you can't see the rest of the horse. But let's move on to what have we got? We got 819 now. Lady Caleria. What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? She got a point for coolness. I think because she killed this thing. Because if I saw it, I would want it off the planet. Because it is the derpiest looking ogre guy I've ever seen.
If I remember correctly, she's some sort of... She's racist against the ogres or something?
I think so. It's
like she just
like
hates
that,
the
and
ogres.
that was like kind of cool. She's a 3/6 for 7 that can tap to deal 3 damage to an attacking or blocking creature. Now, if I'm paying 7 mana for 3/6, that can be so easily played around. It's not funny. I probably don't want this creature.
Because it just does nothing. It's like, this is the class, this is where we can say, and we can point out, this card has more text than the vanilla, but it does nothing.
Right. If 6 mana 4/7 is the average of a Legends creature, you're giving up mana and it's a weaker creature by 1/1 for this ability that, like, okay, I'll just wait.
This ability that essentially says...
Buy you time. Maybe a little.
That basically says, creatures with power 3 or less can't attack, and that's nothing.
Or if you want to attack with multiples,
Or...
then it doesn't... It's just
one,
okay, you get to kill one of them.
You can... If you're going to attack with a creature with power 3 or less, you have to attack with more than one.
It wouldn't be much better if it just said tap, destroy target attacking or blocking creature.
This is bad.
Get this out of here. And the least worst.
The least worst.
The least worst of our 10 worst. 818.
Chandler
This is your boy, Chandler.
Chandler Bing. This is,
No, just Chandler. 4 red for a 3/3. Pay red, tap it. Destroy target artifact creature. Not or. If it was or, it'd be okay. It's artifact creature, specifically.
Yeah.
How many artifact creatures existed when this card was even spoiled? Like 2?
I want to know.
8?
No, but we're not looking it up
It's
now.
going to be hilariously low. Somebody comment that so we know. But
yeah. How many homelands and before in sets?
Yes.
How many artifact creatures existed?
Yeah, Homelands and Legends. Wow, what great sets.
Yep.
What a great couple of commander sets. They really,
Wow, there was like this whole list.
Yeah, these commanders are fun. They're not unique. They have terrible artwork in most cases. This is whatever. They're not cool. Nobody is drawn towards them. They have like 1 or nothing decks on EDH Rec. To clarify, like, they're just horrible. They bring nothing to Commander.
Of Chandler,
not that they have to, by the way, because not all cards were designed for Commander. But we're ranking every single Commander. This guy's a legend, so he's on the bottom of the list.
Something about Chandler before we sign off here.
Yes.
I believe his flavor text was mildly interesting, but his name is Chandler, which is negative points. He's
You
literally.
lose so many points if you're
I live in a fantasy world full of goblins and magic, and my name is Chandler.
It's worse than Merhalt Elsdragon. Somehow.
Like Merhalt Elsdragon, at least they were trying. It's like Chandler.
Chandler.
He's legendary creature Chandler. There's no other Chandlers. Ugh, it's so bad.
It's a rough one. But that concludes our. You've got your palette. Your palette is now wetted because 10 of the worst have been covered, and there's only 817 more to go.
Thanks to our 15 patrons who made this video series possible by supporting us.
Easily wouldn't have done this without them. If you want it to be done faster and better and stronger and more of it, you can become a patron at patreon.com/user/nitpicking-nerds.
Yep, and we're going to be doing we're doing every commander.
Oh, this is a weekly thing. Trust me.
With weekly
We're
installments.
getting through this. It's going to be insane.
In the memory.
And I want to know what you think. Like, comment below your commanders, since this is the first one. Who are you curious to see about? And what do you expect them to be? Like, oh, I really want, like, Elishnorn to come up at some point, but, like, I think she's going to be, like, number 25.
Or take a guess at...
That's what I'm really curious about.
Another interesting thing that you could also... If you want to comment, you could also comment, what do you think is going to be 817? What is the next worst commander?
Next worst one?
Like, after Chandler, what's next? It's like...
We'll give a shout-out to anyone who's right, by the way.
Yeah, if you get it right, we'll give you, like, your name... We'll literally put your name in, like, a lights or something. Just...
Yes.
Why not? Like,
so that's our video. And I would love for you to hit like and subscribe and tell your friends. And we're going to be out of here, I think.
Yeah. Peace out, Trash
Peace out, Trash Scout.